Good morning. Just 2 days to go. Across Michigan, primary election candidates and advocates for or against local ballot proposals are delivering their home stretch campaign pitches. Patiently, we've listened to all of them. Now it's only fair play for we, the media, and political posters to share our perspectives before you, Michigan's registered voters, have the final say on who and what advances to the next stage. Our roundtable about the August 5th primary election is next. My guests, Jeremy Allen, Executive Editor, Michigan Chronicle, Caitlin Buss, Deputy Editorial Page Editor, The Detroit News, Lloyd Jackson, WJR Radio Morning Show co-host, Nancy Caffer, Editorial Page Editor, Detroit Free Press, and Ed Sarpolis, Executive Director of Lansing-based Target Insight Consulting and Research Firm. It's Sunday, August the 3rd. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. Gang, thanks for joining me today on Spotlight. I just want to go down the line. Jeremy, I'll start with you. What do you think will be the motivating issue, if there is one, to get people to the polls in August of all times?
Yeah, I think in August, what residents are looking for are these candidates' plans for the neighborhoods. I think understanding what their proposals are and their plans are to do to positively impact the neighborhoods is probably going to be a prime driver.
All right, so neighborhoods. Caitlin?
I think we've heard a lot about affordable housing, not just in Detroit, but in other cities. And I think taxes might actually drive some people out. There's a couple of proposals on ballots regarding that. So
always the pocketbook issue. Lloyd Jackson?
I think affordable housing and youth crime are going to be the two that drive people to the polls.
Nancy?
Detroit has made a lot of progress in the last decade and a half. Not enough and not for enough people. But I think folks don't want to go backward. I think they want to sustain the progress and keep moving forward.
People are telling me the fact they want to know who these candidates are. They don't know them.
Who do you think has the momentum going into this primary election as it relates to the Detroit mayoral race, which is the big race that everybody's watching, to make it to November?
It's been up and down. I think Mary came out the gates really hot, and Pastor Solomon Kinlock was kind of late to enter the race. But I think he's been gaining a lot of momentum lately. And
so which two, if you said?
I think if I had to say two, I would say Mary and Solomon.
I would definitely say Mary as well. I think Santil Jenkins has a really good shot at moving ahead here. And I have a third who I think might surprise people. I think Todd Perkins might get an interesting showing.
The attorney.
Okay. Of course, I think Mary, number one. And I think the race is really between Santil and Pastor Kinlock for that second spot on the ticket. Spoiler could be Fred Durhall.
Okay.
Depending on turnout.
I agree with what Caitlin said, and I think obviously Council President Sheffield has been consistently seeming ahead, and then that second spot is likely between Pastor Kinlock and Santil Jenkins. Though it's also what Caitlin said. My house has been flyered by Todd Perkins a couple times, so recently. So he's out there working. So who knows?
All right, Ed Sarpolis.
Todd Perkins has run the best race in the city, just like the name. Mary was number one. She's been at 34% for the last 8 years, by the way. Numbers never move. It's in a tie right now between Chantel and Solomon Kinlock. The spoiler is Fred Durhall. Why that is the fact that the only reason why Durhall has moved up and Chantil is because the white vote has left Chief Craig. The jump in the polls is from the white voters for both Craig and Chantel. Whoever gets the white vote will determine election. If it's Durhall, Kinlock wins. If Chantil gets the white vote, then she probably sneak back past Solomon.
Also, Perkins and Sheffield are the only ones using TikTok, which is interesting. That's probably the best way to connect with young voters.
The trouble is right now the young voters are down like 30%.
Sure, but I mean, if they're going to vote, who they're going to vote for.
All right, let me ask you this. Has this been a race against the Duggan administration, or has this been a race about who can continue the momentum started by 3 terms of the Duggan administration?
I don't think it's against the Mike Duggan administration. I think it's to go forward and maintain what he's done. Maybe do better.
Who can best keep that momentum going?
I think at this point it would be Mary, because she was city council president. She kind of knows where everything is, kind of can hit the ground running. She was, she's kind of been behind the mayor, whatever he's been doing. and I think she can basically hit the ground running when it comes to being mayor.
So there's a different pollster, sorry, Ed. Back in May, Richard Schuba did a poll of likely voters and found that, I mean, among people who vote, Duggan has an overwhelmingly high approval rate. So there is not much margin in running against Mike Duggan because, again, you know, we have really, really low voter turnout in this city, but among people who do vote, Mike Duggan is very, very popular. At the same time, I want to say roughly half of those voters felt like maybe the city could go in a new direction. So there's some mixed signals in that, but there's just not a margin for anyone, I think, right now in coming out to sort of slam on Mike Duggan or try to beat up on him.
Okay,
And I think that's evident too by so many of the candidates have praised Mike Duggan all throughout this campaign process, talking about how, you know, he constantly gives recognition to the city council for all the good work that's been done. And so with two city council members currently in the race, I think they're quick to kind of piggyback off of the successes that Mike Duggan has seen throughout his tenure.
All right, we need to take a quick little break. When we come back, I want to talk about some of these endorsements that the newspapers have put out and what impact that may or may not have on this race. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Let's talk about who you picked and why you picked. Caitlin?
Sure. Well, we had great conversations with, you know, the top 6 candidates. I really enjoyed talking with all of them. We ended up going with Chantel Jenkins. We thought that her experience as a CEO, her past experience on the city council, and just kind of her history in Detroit and her lived experience there really informed her well to serve in this role. We liked a lot of her proposals to the master plans for the districts. There was one issue on the sales tax. We disagree with that, having a sales tax within the borders of Detroit. We just don't think the retail market can absorb that, and it would just, you know, encourage business elsewhere. But, you know, she's a steady hand, and she has a lot of insight into what this city needs. And so we thought, you know, might be time for a woman, and we really liked what she had to say. But I want to say that we really grilled each candidate, and we had really productive conversations with all of them. I think it's been a really fascinating field, especially with Duggan, you know, kind of the elephant in the room kind of being gone.
Nancy Capper, Detroit Free Press.
Yeah, so we also met with the top 6 candidates, and this year was really hard. You know, I love doing endorsement interviews because there's very few times as a working journalist you get to sit down and have this sort of pure exchange of ideas and policy and politics and how would you achieve this. Normally you're all on the go trying to figure out what's happening as it's unfolding. There are a number of really qualified, talented, capable professionals in this race, and this year it was a hard call. I mean, Fred Durhal's great. Todd Perkins brings a lot of enthusiasm and interest in just a different angle. Chantel Jenkins is obviously incredibly qualified. I'm sure I'm leaving someone out who's going to email me later and say, why didn't you say me? Pastor Kinlock loves the city and is committed and really worked in the community. Chief Craig knows a lot about crime and how to beat it. Okay, so we endorsed
all that said, who is the Detroit Free Press?
We endorsed Council President Mary Sheffield. She had the most, like the freshest, most plugged in connection to what the policy that the residents of the city need. We also thought that she balanced kind of an old school Marianne Mahaffey style people first kind of balance with understanding that we have a business community here that needs support, that we need to help grow, that we need to make sure that they can continue to do business. She does the work. She's out in neighborhoods. We just think she was the most qualified of a pretty qualified field. We thought that she was the most qualified.
All right, Jeremy Allen, the Michigan Chronicle, which a lot of people will say might be closest to the black community, which there's a large voter African-American population in the city of Detroit, may be looking to see what you all said. You guys sort of split the baby.
We did. We took an unconventional route, and we endorsed 2 candidates for the primary. We endorsed Mary Sheffield as well as Chantel Jenkins. And so for us, we had the opportunity we were probably among the first organizations to sit down with all the candidates back in early April. And we talked with the top 8 candidates and interviewed them pretty intensely, asked each of them the exact same questions, and had about an hour to sit down with each one of them. And so we talked about policy, we talked about crime, we talked about new revenue streams, and you know, the benefit of that was we got to them early before they got to the people, before they really started canvassing and endorsing. We felt like Santil has the experience as both a civic leader and a business leader to bring that experience into the office. And with Mary, you know, she does have the experience. She's been right next to the mayor for the last 12 years, currently serving as city council president. You know, there are a lot of things that could be said about some of the other candidates. We really felt good about Fred Durhall, you know, with his experience both in city council and in the legislature in Lansing. And then Solomon Kinlock, again, with his fresh love for the people and the agendas that he's promoting. But what we didn't see from some of the candidates that we didn't endorse were the plans and how they plan to execute those plans very early on. So we felt strongly about our endorsements for Santil and Mary.
Lloyd and Ed, Pastor Kinlock got the black slate. I think he also got the 13th district, UAW, having been a UAW member, having once worked in the plant. Fred Durhall got the Detroit Regional Chamber, which would suggest that the money folks, the heavy investment folks, like his plan and feel that would be the right person creating the right direction. What do you make of this?
I make of the fact that Fred Durhall needed the money from the business community to move him up in the polls. And like I said, he is the spoiler. You know, if with that money, he can determine who wins. Now, obviously, he'd like to, the trouble is the fact he's been low in the polls, so it's going to take a big jump. Same thing with Todd Perkins. On the other side, what the labor brings to Solomon is the boots on the ground. You know, the door-to-door knocking, things like to get out to vote. Because if you talk to the Kinlock people, they're out every day. They've got all the ballots, all the absentee ballots. They know the numbers, where they are, all that kind of stuff. So the important for Durhall is the money. For Solomon, because to help his brother, he does need the troops on the ground.
And Lloyd, is this a case, and we've been around Detroit a long time,
Yes.
Detroiters have a little something in them sometimes when they look and say, okay, what's the conventional wisdom? What does the quote unquote establishment want to do? Okay, let's go the opposite direction.
And that's what they do. And with Solomon Kinlock, you know, what I hear a lot in the street is the fact that he is a pastor. He's a great pastor. He does very well at Triumph Church. But that's a 24/7 job, and so is being a mayor of Detroit. And they kind of figure, I don't know if he can do both. Now, he says, I'll just be the mayor who preaches on Sunday.
We'll talk about voter turnout, and we may talk about what this may suggest about midterm elections. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Nancy Kaffer, over at the Free Press, you've been working on a series, and you've been taking a deep dive look into voter turnout. What did you find, and what are you perhaps going to be watching very closely?
I think in 2021, it was roughly 14% turnout in the August primary. But we have been looking at voter turnout at the Free Press. Our data analyst likes to use the percentage of voting age population, not the official turnout number, because different registration policies can impact the turnout percentage. So in 2021, 20% of Detroiters, of the Detroit voting age population, cast ballots. What really surprised us when we looked at this is how far participation in municipal elections has fallen in the last 20 years. In 2005, 41% of the voting age population cast ballots, compared to 20% in 2021. At the same time, participation in presidential and gubernatorial elections has stayed consistent. It's in roughly the 50th percentile in presidential and the 30th percentile in gubernatorial. So there's something going on where people are tapping out specifically of municipal elections. And we went out and talked to a lot of non-voters in low turnout precincts, voters in low turnout precincts, people who used to vote don't anymore in some of the lowest turnout precincts in the city. And you can read that today at freep.com. So it's been fascinating. And what we've heard from people in these very low turnout precincts is that they don't feel represented and they don't feel included in the city's comeback story. And so the low turnout is a crisis, because when you have just 1 in 5 Detroiters deciding who's going to leave the city, that's a crisis. And that would be in the general election if we're lucky. But it's a symptom. It's a symptom of a bigger problem.
So Ed, as opposed to, is this really about who can get their people out to vote?
It's true.
Because if it's a low voter turnout, if you can get your flock out there,
you can surprise everybody. But the problem with the fact is there are no new leaders with new faces in the community. Okay, and either they're semi-retired or older voters. So the youth that are out there, they don't see themselves. There's no new leaders on the street. I hear that all the time from youth people.
Well, I would argue that Durhal and Sheffield are
Sheffield.
both
Yeah, but
younger folks.
what
who
I'm
are-
saying is that, but they're not known in the community. The difficulty is known in the community, because Durhal's name recognition was less than 15% in the city.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so it's not about him not being good. He's not a known quantity.
Yeah. Caitlin, you wrote a column not too long ago, and you talked about the success that President Trump has had in his first 6 months in terms of legislation. Got, as he calls it, the one big beautiful bill. He got that through. But you also cautioned the GOP about being careful that this may come back to bite you in the midterm if you aren't watching key things. Elaborate on that, and realizing that there's more than just a Detroit election here. We've got a Lansing election we'll talk about, and across the state, and we've got the president from his perch in Washington.
Yeah, well, you know, historically, I mean, traditionally, anytime there's a party in power, there's kind of pushback here at the midterms. You know, I think by all accounts, Trump's presidency has been successful. Certainly the GOP has no problem going out and touting the wins they've had. But there's a lot of time between now and the midterm. And of course, this election here in August and November will take place. And there's a lot of room for them to slip. You know, I think there's an interesting coalition that Trump was able to form in 2024. I don't know if that will hold together. Especially now, and my piece kind of said, now that this landmark legislation has passed, there's something tangible to fight against. So whether or not you agreed with it, certainly people have varying opinions about parts of it and all of that. But it gives something for Democrats to work against. And, you know, polling on it has gone down over its passage and all of that. So there's a lot to still be fleshed out. You know, it's the middle of summer, just kind of a word of warning that as all these elections are coming up, you know, don't overdo your hand, maybe. There's still a lot of time for the GOP to slip back and for these intervals of elections in the meantime to have a big impact on what people think for 2026. And, you know, certainly people are already thinking about 2028 as well.
All right, we're going to take one more quick break. We'll come back for a final segment. And I want to talk about the gender issue and whether or not that's going to be an issue in this Michigan primary. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Ed Sarpolis, we've been talking a lot about Detroit, but there are going to be elections all across the state in the primary. One in particular in your area is Lansing. Andy Shore, Mayor, is he
I would say
in trouble there at all?
not really.
Okay.
Let me put it this way here. There is nothing happening in Lansing right now that is scaring people about him not getting reelected. Okay, there really isn't at the present time. There's the battles and debate, but you look where the grassroots is showing, the people supporting him right now, he's still very strong.
All right. Jeremy, there's also Pontiac and
Pontiac's
Dearborn
the
Heights
race,
and
I
a few others. What else are you keeping your eye on, and what should we be looking for?
We're looking at Pontiac too. Pontiac is a city that is small, but it kind of mirrors Detroit in a lot of ways, some of the economic struggles that it faces. And it's a large field there in Pontiac. You know, there's so many impassioned candidates, and they've been having a lot of forums where they've been able to kind of gauge the community support. But there's a couple really good candidates, including Kermit Williams, Alexandria Riley, and Pontiac, who we're really looking at. And so I think that's going to be a good race to watch.
Well, the key in that race, I'm looking at Waterman. Is because everybody's saying that she's not guilty, but guilty.
Yeah.
They've done all everybody's starting to apologize to her. So the point being, the more that they apologize to her, that gives her a boost in the polls. But Waterman's probably the one that I'd be watching, because no one wants to really accuse her of doing anything.
The gender issue, is that going to be an issue, and particularly in Detroit? Detroit has a chance to make history here and elect the first woman mayor in its 300 some odd year history, which fascinates to me that it's never happened when other cities have done it. When I've talked to the women who are running for mayor, they say that's a very important issue and it's time for that. When I talk to the guys, they're very respectful about the role of women, but they say it's about the best candidate, and that has absolutely nothing to do with it.
Well, I've been doing polling and politics for 50 years in Detroit. The issue of speed, it's a cultural thing. The black community will vote for a person at every level except either president or governor or mayor of the city. Once they get wind the first time, they're there, okay? up to 63% of the vote may be female this time around, especially in city council races. But I think Mary Sheffield has presented the first case that she may overcome that first race for mayor to win that. Chantel Jenkins has lost some ground to herself since she was in the office, but I think gender was very important. But if Chantel and Mary Sheffield win, the decision will be made by both parties, because she's doing well amongst men as well as women. So this will be an equal shot.
All right, very quickly down the line. Max.
I think gender is always an issue, and I don't think it's confined to Detroit. We as Americans will elect women to all sorts of roles, but except executive roles. We've never had a female president. We've had exactly 2 female governors. Detroit has never had a female mayor. Gender is always an issue, and it doesn't matter what percentage of the vote is male versus female. Women always have this uphill battle to fight because we all walk around with a lot of bias about what leadership looks like and who should hold positions of power. And that applies to race, gender, ethnicity, religion, across the board.
Lloyd?
I just think it's a good time for it to happen. I think the city of Detroit needs to get on the ball. I love what Jeremy and the Chronicle did with putting Santil and Mary together and saying this is a good race and these are 2 great people. You know, more women are being elected to mayors' offices and chiefs of police and those types of things. And I just think the city of Detroit, I think we can do it, and I think we need to get on the bandwagon and do the same. I think we can do it.
Caitlin?
You know, I am all for those 2 being the final contenders, the 2 women. I don't think we've heard a lot about gender in the race, and I think there are some other bigger issues that people might be deciding on, particularly in Detroit. We haven't heard some of the kind of extreme parts of the campaign that you've heard in other big cities, mayoral races. So, you know, whichever wins, I think it'd be great to have a woman mayor, but I don't think it'll be the deciding factor for a ton of people.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy, you get the last word on this.
I think it will be the deciding factor for some people. I think it is important to see representation. I think the fact that we endorsed 2 women was because those 2 women were the most qualified to us among the field. And I think that speaks to the grounds that women are gaining in political races. And so, I mean, from our perspective, we think a woman would be the best choice to lead because the 2 women have the strongest platforms forging ahead.
That's it for today. Thanks to Jeremy, Caitlin, Lloyd, Nancy, and Ed. Remember, Tuesday, August 5th is the primary election. The polls are open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can see all of our election coverage right here on Channel 7 and WXYZ.com. I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the spotlight. We hope you have a great week.